Hi, everyone. Welcome to our market update. My name is Vinnie. This guy over here,
David Wright. And, welcome to another sunny day in San Diego, Vinnie.
Sunny day in San Diego.
Yeah, people move here. People move here for the weather.
Sarcasm.
Yes, people move here for the weather because there's no better weather than the weather we have. Well, now that we got that out.
Well, we get that out of the way. Something I wanted to jump into really quick. So if you watch the clicker, if this is your first time watching us, subscribe, reach out if you have any questions. You see that clicker below. Something interesting that you might not notice is that inventory has actually trickled down from where it was last week when I said we were at 2,500 properties roughly. Now we're at 2,400 properties. And a week before that, we were at 2,700 properties. So active properties has been trickling down. Pending properties has been trickling up again. You're hearing multiple offers on properties again. We'll see how long that lasts. But something to really think about when you hear people saying, oh, the market has slowed down fairly drastic. David, how are rates looking right now?
Well, Vinny, it's funny because since we talked last week and we went over everything, that's all I heard about all weekend long was people who were making offers, and they were going, there's already a bunch of offers on the properties. And it's like, we weren't seeing that before, but that's because rates keep slowly trickling down. Did I lose you?
Where are they at right now? No, I hear you. Where are they at right now?
We got a blackout. Oh, my screen blacked out. So could be that power grid's too wet in San Diego. But anyways, to trickle back, it's now that rates are slowly trickling down because as you saw, the producer price of inflation last week trickled down 0.1%, which isn't much, but it's still progress. And we're going to continue to make more progress. So as that goes down, so will mortgage rates. And as mortgage rates go down, so many more people will jump back in the market, and you're going to have problems with what everyone was complaining about before about there's 20 offers. I got to overpay. Take advantage of the things that are going on now with pricing concessions. And later on, you can always, come back and refinance if you can afford the
monthly payment.
Yes. Wow, man. Just hung out to dry.
You know what? As you can kind of tell, even with the connection a little winky wonky, still there's such a rhythm to our conversation. Anyways, so yeah, if you've watched us, we talked about it end of last year about taking advantage of the market because the slowdown in the market. Now we're kind of seeing that market trickle back up, right? Because inventory is really low, interest rates are slowly going down. We're going to start getting people to put their inventory on the market. Now, how much is that going to take? When are we going to start seeing that? Hopefully, probably in the next, couple of weeks, we'll start seeing a little more trickle up on inventory right there. But if you're thinking about buying, focus on the monthly payment like we talked about already. Talk to your realtor and see what's possible. And if you can look past properties that maybe have warts on them, you're going to find opportunities out there. So,
wait a minute. Did you just say properties with warts on them?
Yes.
Properties with warts on them. Wow. Yes. Okay. I got to say, I think we just dipped into an all-time low.
All-time low?
Properties.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, properties with warts is just, I don't know what to tell you. Let's just go. If you can look buy properties with some minor termite damage and minor work and chipped paint, then there's some good deals for you. But warts on a property just sounds terrible.
And sometimes it's not even about basically the condition of the property, right? That's really going to sway people from putting offers on it. Sometimes it's basically the presentation of it, right? You could look at, even when the market's hot, right? You're going to see opportunities. Maybe either the property's overpriced, right? And yes, in this market, you're going to still see properties that are overpriced, right? Or if you see properties that aren't marketed right? There's sometimes some realtors are not going to factor in a bonus room and they're not going to give you that extra bedroom, or they're going to have it in the verbiage, right? So just be aware of that when you're talking to your realtor, to kind of look past basically maybe some issues that might pop up. But anyways, we try to keep this under 10 minutes, and the fun that we always try to get to before we finish this is question time.
You put a new question time in there. I mean, your game is.
I think we might have lost it, but anyway, let's see if we do lose them with this question.
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for the Super Bowl commercials on our show.
Oh, there you go. How much of the most expensive detached property sell in Alpine so far this year? Do you remember your guess, David?
I went with $1 million.
Okay. Well,
I believe so.
What do you think? This was the question for last week. The answer was 1.359. So he was a little off.
Wow.
Now, usually, right, in this next area that we're going to talk about, Rancho Santa Fe, right, the price points usually a little pricier. So we're going to go the opposite. What is the least expensive single family home to sell on Rancho Santa Fe so far this year? What's your guess, David?
Which part? There's two different parts.
Hey, you know what? It's not a question and answer session. This is just basically a one-sided question.
Okay. I'm gonna go with least expensive this year. I'm gonna go with 2.9.
2.9. Well, if you guys have watched it before,
that would be really destroyed in the ranch.
You know how it is, how it's played. Is all you have to do is text myself or David for your chance to win. You see that clicker below. Text myself or David for your chance to win. And yeah, we just want to finish it off with. I mean, if you guys are looking of taking advantage of the market, because there's always the ability to take advantage of any market. It's just a matter of how you take advantage of it, right? So what are some opportunities that you could see, David, in this market with financing? The 2-1 buy down seems like a popular thing that it might be a little bit harder to get it accepted. Yeah. But.
You know, it's the interesting thing. The 2-1 buy downs come in full circle, but the 3-1 buy down is also, and the 1-1 buy down is also. You have all those coming back, and you have a lot more people now choosing for the interest-only payment, which I personally am not going to suggest unless you're an investor. If you're an investor, interest-only is good, especially if you can get a 10-year interest-only loan. Then interest-only 10 years, great cash flow for investors, not for everybody else, because as you know, interest-only payments never pay down the principal. And most of the time when you're buying real estate, it's a minimum 7-year hold. 5 years, your absolute bare minimum, but most of the time 7. And it's nice to actually build into the property as you're paying down, even though in our prior shows we discussed the first 10 years of the mortgage, you don't pay that much principal down. Full disclosure.
Yeah. Just look at it like this, right? So that the first part, you're paying all that interest right there, and then over here, you're paying basically all the principal. So the amortization is basically you're paying barely any towards the principal. That's why there's always that idea, right? Where instead of paying 12 payments a year, pay 13. So you pay that extra payment every year, with that extra payment going directly to the principal. So yes, that's why it's also difficult too.
Well, Vinnie,
okay.
I thought you were trying to show off your new dance move for your TikTok video right there when you were going like this.
No, I don't have that skill set. But anyway, if you guys have a chance or any questions you might have, feel free to reach out, shoot a text, reach out with any sort of questions. Thank you guys for watching.